Hello students, today we shall be discussing here the modern or long form of periodic table. And there are a lot of demerits of the Mendeleev periodic table. So in earlier video we have discussed about the means the demerits of the Mendeleev periodic table. Today in this video I will be discussing here the present basis for classification of element. The present basis for the classification of element is the atomic number. The atomic number of an element is equal to the number of proton in an atom of the element. Since the number of proton and electron in an atom is equal, so we can say that the atomic number of element is equal to the number of electron in its atom. Then what is the significance of atomic number? The significance of atomic number in the classification of element is that being equal to the number of electrons in an atom, it helps in arranging the elements according to their electronic configuration. So we can say that the present basis for the classification of elements is their electronic configuration. Henry Moseley showed that the atomic number of an element actually is more fundamental property than atomic mass. Hence, atomic number is a better basis for classification of elements. The atomic number increases regularly by 1 from element to element, but atomic mass does not vary regularly from one element to the next. The atomic number of every element is fixed. No two elements can have the same atomic number, so it was the discovery of atomic number which led to change in Mendeleev periodic table, which was based on the atomic mass. And one thing, that the outermost electron take parts in a chemical reaction. Okay, so as the outermost electron takes part in a chemical reaction, so if the two elements having the same number of outermost electron or valence electron, their chemical property will be similar. So outermost electron from where we will get? We will be getting it from our atomic number. Means suppose if you consider the fluorine have atomic number 9, means its electronic configuration will be K2L7. As well as chlorine, it has the atomic number 17, so means it will have the electronic configuration K2L8M7. That means both the fluorine and chlorine have outermost electron 7, and as it have the outermost electron 7, so it actually there will be atomic number will be determine the chemical properties of the element. So atomic number is the most fundamental property for arranging the elements. That's why we can say that atomic number should be the basis for arrangement of elements. Now next topic we will be discussing about the modern periodic law. The modern periodic law is based on the atomic numbers of elements. According to modern periodic law, the properties of elements are the periodic function of their atomic numbers. The modern periodic law statements say that the properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic numbers. That means the modern periodic law means that if elements are arranged in tabular form in order of increasing atomic numbers, then the similar chemical properties element will fall in a same group after a regular interval. Now next topic, so if we consider the atomic number, then some of the anomalies of Mendeleev classifications will be explained. How? Explain first. If we consider the explanation for the position of isotopes, all the isotopes of an element have the same atomic number or same number of proton, so their atomic number is also same. Since all the isotopes of an element have the same atomic number, so they can be put at one place in the same group of the periodic table. Now if we consider the explanation for the position of cobalt and nickel, then also see cobalt has the atomic number 27, that of the nickel is 28. Now according to modern periodic law, the elements are arranged in order of increasing atomic numbers. So cobalt with lower atomic numbers should come first, and the nickel with higher atomic numbers should come later, even if their atomic masses are in the wrong order. Now, next topic we will be discussing here about the modern periodic table of elements. See, actually these tables was arranged in according to the atomic number. Now, in the modern periodic table, main features you see that there are the 7 horizontal rows, and these 7 horizontal rows are called the periods, and the 18 vertical column that is called a group. Now, in first period you see there are the two elements, hydrogen and helium. So hydrogen and helium, they have actually means that's why this period, first period is called the very short period. Then second period contain 8 elements from lithium to neon. So second period is also called the very short period. Third period also contain 8 elements. So third period is the also contains 8 elements. And fourth period that contains 16 elements, long period, and fifth period also contains 16 elements, long period, fifth period, and then sixth period there is the total 32 elements, and this is very long period, and seventh period is incomplete. Now you see, this arrangement based on the electronic configuration, and the outermost cell will give the period number. And see, if the outermost cell is the K cell of the element, that means the element will be present in the first period. If it is L cell, that has L cell, that means it will be in the second period. If it is M cell, then the element will be in the third period. If it is N cell, then element will be in the fourth period. Like that we can see this one. That means, see, as the K cell has the maximum capacity of taking 2 electrons, so that the first period have the only 2 elements. L cell, when it is outermost cell, it has the capacity of taking 8 electrons, so that's why the second period contain 8 elements. And M cell, when it will be outermost, it will be taking only 8 electrons, so that means that's why there is also the 8 elements present over there. Now, you know that in modern periodic table, so that the elements are arranged in according to the now see, how can we predict the position of an element in the periodic table? First we have to write the electronic configuration, then last cell corresponds to the period number. If the K cell, last cell is the K cell, then first it will be in the first period, and if it is L cell, then it will be in the second period, and if the outermost cell is M, then it will be third period, like that. Now one more thing, that there are two type of elements. One is called the normal group elements, another is called the transition element. But in this class only normal group element you will be reading here. And if we consider if we has to find out the group number, then we have to look at the outermost electron. If the outermost electron is 1, then group number will be 1, and if it is actually 2, then it will be 2. Then if it is 3, then to get the next normal group element we have to add with 3, 10. Like that way the position can be determined, and the position of prediction of the position of an element in the periodic table from electronic configuration will be discussed in a separate video. I hope that this will actually help you to understand the modern periodic table or the long form of periodic table. I hope this will help you. That's all. Thank you.